Hello, welcome back to Four More Minutes. I am Sam Bailey, the Soul Stir, stirring up your hearts and your minds for God. I want to thank you for joining today. I appreciate all of you who have taken time out of your schedule to just drop in and to first of all subscribe to the Soul Stir and then share these messages. It's greatly appreciated. Last week we weren't able to put out any videos, but schedule and life didn't afford us the opportunity to do so, but we're back here today, and I appreciate the prayers and support as always. So share this video in advance. I'm asking you with at least 25 people. I've been hearing feedback that there are people who hear them and people who enjoy them, so we're going to keep on doing them in hopes of trying to encourage you. Today I want to talk about burning bridges. I know before we often think about burning bridges as something we don't do because you never know if you have to go back and cross that bridge again, right? That person that you're mistreating, you might need them in the future. So don't burn the bridge. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being in a position where God has moved you from where you were and he's moved you to a new location and maybe things aren't exactly going like you thought they would, or you have some obstacle in your way, or it's harder than what you think it should be. You have some opposition where you are and you want to go back. We have the inclination to want to retreat and return to where we've come from, especially when things are difficult where we're going. As I stated Sunday, just because things are difficult or challenging in your life right now, that doesn't mean that God is not with you. I got a prime example of this in scripture when Moses led Israel out of Egypt, out of slavery, out of bondage. He opened the Red Sea for the first time ever. There was a footprint on the bottom of it. He lifted them out of bondage and slavery, and then their enemies trying to do the same thing. They were drowned as the sea closed in on them. But they found a hard truth that it's hard to just zap yourself from slavery to freedom. It's a process. And so they got out there. Now they left the comforts. I think slavery affords a certain imprisonment and affords a certain level of comfort, but they left that from their home, of their home. And now they were being fed manna. They had to fight for the new territory. People were complaining, people were murmuring. They were uncomfortable all around. And so they cried to Moses, right? Moses, isn't the word that we told you when we were in Egypt, leave us alone? Didn't we tell you that all of us, we think everybody wanted to go to the promised land. Everybody didn't want to leave, but didn't we tell you to leave us alone? And they got out there and they found that it was difficult and they wanted to go back, and they even went as far as to try to make themselves a captain, but they couldn't do it because God closed up the Red Sea. And sometimes we do that. Sometimes God kills the connection before the connection kills us. He cuts it off so you can't return. You can't go to your old hood. You can't go to your old fling or to your old job or to your old school or to your old place, your old family, whatever you lost or God moved you from, and you want to go back there, your old love, because it was safe, it was secure, it was familiar. And God shut the door because if He hadn't shut the door, you might would have gone back there and something that's not healthy for you, in a place of loneliness, in a place of doubt, in a place of uncertainty, you might would have drifted back to where you were. So thank God for the bridges that He burned. And sometimes you got to burn that bridge. You don't have to leave every attachment there. Some of the time we need to burn the bridge so we can assure that we don't go back to places and spaces and things that were not good for us. And I'm thankful to God that even when I don't choose to do it, even when you don't choose to do it, He'll do it for us. So we're thankful for that. So are there any bridges that you need to burn? I know that sounds odd, but sometimes you need to do it for your well-being, for your well-being of your present, and also for securing your future. Well, God bless you today. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time right here on For